Being a school board member is a difficult job even in the best of times. The responsibilities include managing a Byzantine budget, listening to disgruntled parents, and making decisions that have far-reaching consequences for the lives of students. Now we have a global pandemic that has upended nearly every aspect of public education and a reckoning over racial justice that has forced educators to address the uncomfortable question of who gets left behind in our classrooms. It's against this backdrop that 6 candidates are vying for 3 seats on the San Diego Unified School Board, which serves 100,000 students. In Subdistrict A, which covers Claremont, Mira Mesa, and University City, 2 candidates are competing to replace current board president John Lee Evans, who isn't seeking re-election. Both of the candidates agreed the district needs to rely on public health experts rather than rushing to reopening schools. Sabrina Baso is a public health educator and a longtime parent volunteer in the district. During the past decade, she served for 6 years as the Mira Mesa High School Foundation president. She hopes to expand a peer tutoring program that she helped start at Mira Mesa High.
Now we're up to about over 30 tutors, I think, and we've probably reached about 50 families or so, and we're continuing that program. So it's a good example of something that we could replicate in other parts of the district that's totally free of charge. We're trying to keep it volunteer, and we're trying to really identify those students that need those resources the most.
Baso's opponent is Crystal Troll, a professor of nonprofit management. She said her experience consulting for nonprofits makes her uniquely qualified to bring accountability and transparency to the district. She said she's been disappointed by the lack of open communication between the district and parents.
They've just been making a lot of decisions and having discussions behind closed doors. They tell us little things here and there, but I think that the parent engagement piece has really suffered in terms of communicating.
In Subdistrict E, which covers neighborhoods in southeast San Diego, Luana Richmond is challenging incumbent Sharon Payne. This subdistrict serves a disproportionate number of low-income students and students of color. Richmond has a doctorate in educational leadership and currently works as an organizational development manager at UC San Diego. She said her experience in the foster care system and as a teen mom has given her a first-hand understanding of the challenges facing the district's most vulnerable students.
In times like this, when you have enormous disruption in any type of system, it's an opportunity for exponential growth and progress because you learn things that you never would have found out in such a condensed and short period of time, because you don't have any choice but to learn, unless you choose not to.
Payne, who's trying for a second term, says as a board member she's made sure the district acted swiftly to distribute food and devices when schools first shut down.
We wanted to get learning devices out to all children because we know our schools and we know that in some communities we have a digital divide.
Apart from COVID relief efforts, Payne said her primary achievement has been improving training for special education teachers.
I have made a difference on this board. I've been able to identify some of the critical issues that would impact District E, African Americans, Latinos, and just across the board.
Richard Berrier is running for re-election to represent Subdistrict D, which serves downtown San Diego as well as the neighborhoods of North Park, Barrio Logan, and City Heights. A labor rights and community advocate, he's currently the board vice president and has served since 2008, running unopposed in both 2012 and 2016. He said the work he's done helped prepare the district for COVID-19.
Our district has become a much stronger district with much better outcomes for students, much more equitable outcomes for students. And I think we're much clearer about what we need to do going forward.
Berrier is challenged by Miramar College professor and longtime school counselor Camille Harris, who ran against him in the primary as a write-in candidate. She said the COVID-19 crisis in education gives leaders an opportunity to steer the district in a new direction.
These kiddos are suffering. Parents are suffering. Parents who have to work from home and trying. I have, people that I know who are 2-parent families, and they have to teach their students and monitor them, and they're in charge of their education.
Joe Hong, KPBS News.